This was the meeting Peggy Say and the hostage families had been waiting for. A meeting with the president. For Say, it was a busy day, which included other meetings with politicians and ambassadors. Reporter Doug Embledge is in Washington and filed this report via satellite.
The meetings in the White House went longer than had been expected. The relatives, including Peggy Say, spent a half hour with the president, twice as long as was scheduled, and well over an hour with other officials, including National Security Advisor Robert McFarlane. The relatives all seemed encouraged.
He explained to us that, that he was concerned, that these were American lives that were valued and they wanted to get them back, and we spoke in very general terms, and he pretty much left it up to Mr. McFarlane and Colonel North and Ambassador Oakley to get into the nuts and bolts with us.
And those nuts and bolts included some information the relatives couldn't say much about.
It makes me feel better that they took the families into their confidence and at least gave us specific initiatives that they were pursuing, and made a real humanitarian effort to help us to understand and cope with the situation.
They told you things that you're not supposed to repeat to us?
Yeah.
Intelligence type?
They gave us some sensitive information.
Earlier in the day, at a ceremony unrelated to the meeting with the relatives, the president didn't want to give us a clear preview of the upcoming meeting. He would say only he'd be telling the relatives all the things that are being tried to free the hostages.
All the things that we continue to do to try to bring about their return.
We do feel that the president is committed to getting these men out, that it is something that he does keep daily track of, and that he does understand the pressures that are on us. And I think he does understand the pressures that are on the men who are in captivity there.
Peggy Say has finally had her meeting with the president, and while the relatives were encouraged by what they heard, there is another important meeting tomorrow. That's when they'll meet with members of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. They are the people who help set this country's policies in the Middle East. At the White House, Doug Embledge, WOKR News.